Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another stream. I'm your host again, Kira Desai, and welcome to the first stream of the new year, 2022. I'm hoping that this year gets better, but who's to say? Um, it seems like even with just the start of the year, that it hasn't been too great. I would have actually started streaming like a few days ago if I was feeling 100%, but now I'm feeling 100% better. So we're back at it again with the streams. I'm thinking that for at least this current trimester for school, I'm gonna be streaming on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because that's just most convenient for me. Um, and I'm thinking it's gonna essentially adjust again next trimester. I might be able to also stream on Fridays after my class, but it's gonna depend. Um, Either that or like sometime on like the weekends. But I gotta decide. I gotta also see like how busy I get. But I know at the very least I should be able to stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Outside of that, if there's gonna be additional streams, they're gonna be basically listed as bonus streams, and then or I'm gonna kind of like wing it for those additional ones when they do happen. So it's more so just a matter of keeping a lookout for those, but they are not guaranteed to occur each week. The ones that are more so going to be guaranteed are the Tuesday and Wednesdays. And then if there's ever a change in schedule, I will be posting updates on both Twitter and on the Discord server. So if you need access to the Discord server, it's actually in the About section of the Twitch. Same thing with the link to the Twitter. So if you ever need like any updates from me or want to know if a stream's happening, canceled, you want to know the actual schedule for the week, I'm more likely to actually post it on there than I am to post it on Twitch. Because I keep forgetting to post it on Twitch. And that's, my own fault. But yeah, for today, we have planned the Tiny Bunny Prologue. So this is a visual novel horror based game. Um, and apparently it's only the first chapter. The second chapter came out. I'm not actually sure when it came out, but I know it did come out at some point. And then after that, I had heard that the first chapter should be maybe like an hour, maybe under an hour. So I also have planned to play Frog Detective 2 because it seemed like people really liked the Frog Detective 1. And I have Frog Detective 2, so I figured, it's a perfect opportunity to also play the second game. And then I know the third game is coming out at some point. I think it's supposed to be coming out at some point this year, but I'm not fully sure. But yeah, with all that out of the way, let's jump straight on into Tiny Bunny Prologue. Swapping it. So far, I am really liking the music and atmosphere that it's building. The wind clawed at my window all night long. It wandered the fields and howled at the hungry beast. Like a hungry beast, but New Year and I'm already messing up reading stuff. Fantastic! An endless song weaved from all sorts of voices. Shrill, gentle, sneery, twinned in the air. Twined in the. Bleh. They were shouting and laughing and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep close to my bed. Our house had a mind of its own, the creaky old mind of a building that had seen a lot in its days and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with its inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest, and the dark green thicket gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, whistling, whizzing, swaying back and forth. One could come out and stand on the edge of the forest to reassure themselves. There was nobody behind the crooked trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. It's just a play of light and shadow. Just a play. I knew it was my imagination. I was already 12 after all. Still. Oh, look at that. It was Trash Panda. Ooh, I really like the artwork for this. Like, it all looks painted. Hey, put away your book. How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look at how slouched you are. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan and the Barbarian aside. I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times, anyway. Olya? Hola? Olya. Ya. Olya. I mean, that's how I'm gonna say it. Had already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. She was so enthusiastic, she had almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. You're not going anywhere until you finish all of it. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes, as if it would make the porridge disappear. Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. It looked like jellyfish from the the Sea Odyssey. I don't know how to say that. Man. I love that show. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Or how cold the black forest is at night. The spoon fell out of my hand. Mom showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. What did I say? I get it. I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. I felt around for the spoon. What is this, carved on the other side of the table? Karina. Huh, that's my mom's name. I guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little. She sure was a rascal, damaging the furniture like that. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. Should I remind her about it? No, she's been in a bit of a bad mood lately. I imagined her being my age, sitting under this table. I wonder, was Mom afraid of the dark back then? Or the sounds coming from the attic? Or the thick forest? I imagined my grandma coming into my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of her bed, where Olya sleeps nowadays, and saying this in her soft, smooth voice. Taiga is a special place, little girl. It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to discern what kind of beast you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it'll grab you by the side and drag you under the ground. And that would be it. Grandma was caring. She never fought with anybody, never yelled, never swore. Those were the times without the maddening screams until late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Our parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. She already bought a casket, and she called it her cute funeral box. It waited for its time in the closet, patiently. It was black, unholstered with meat-colored material on the inside. I saw it when my grandma was getting buried. The house didn't change since the last time she was alive. Only all of the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with gray faces of my ancestors. They all had a What? They all had a dead. Oh, yeah. Yep. I can read this right. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. I crawled out from under the table. Olya was done with her cookies and was looking at my chair like a sly woodland critter. I turned my gaze towards the frosted windows. There were a lot of dark pines outside, but they didn't grab my attention. The pattern of frost formed a picture on the glass. Olya, look, it's a fox. Where? It looked almost like those optical illusion thingies that they put on the back of student notebooks. A mixture of lines at first glance, but if you blur your vision a little bit and look under a certain angle. Not outside, on the window. Oh, look. There's the nose, and here's... Hey, eat up. Yes, just a moment. I don't see anything. Hurry up, there's not much left. Ah, there it is. But it still doesn't look like one. And I'm telling you, it does. Nuh-uh. It does. Stop it. These kids, I swear. Now I couldn't see the fox either. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty pattern similar to stretched out needle leaves kept creeping up on the glass. My dad entered the kitchen with long, measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. Mom would always ask jokingly, "Come on, shave it off, it stings." But it was so long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Olya always covers her ears whenever she hears something like, "What's the point in all this?" through the wall. "It's all for your sake," Dad would reply, "for the sake of our family." I always caught every sound in fear of hearing the most dreaded, the deadliest word that started with a D. D-I-V-O. I don't even want to finish it. It was scary to imagine that me and my sister would be torn apart and taken into two different families. Anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. You and your owl talk again. You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anyone seen my car keys? I remember leaving them on the windowsill. Right. Maybe you did, and maybe not. You're a grown man, a father of two, and still... Karina, please stop. Just let me get ready in peace. Your keys are in the basket, near the phone. Well, thank you very much. Anton, stop making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. And the owl. There was no owl. But there was one. It had a giant glowing eyes. Olya sprang up from the chair and placed her hands on her little face, imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers the size of an apple each. Last year you had bye-bye in your closet, and now this owl? But, I saw it. Olya shifted her gaze back and forth from Dad to Mom to me, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice. Don't bully our girl. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's still little. Olya pouted her lips in rebellion and rushed into the hallway. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh, that look in her eyes. It's so uncomfortable to be pinned under it. Dad just snorted in reply and left, ringing with his keys he just found. A minute had passed, and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house. It was stored on an incredibly worn out cassette tape, which Dad already had to glue together once. It's so easy to fix objects, by gluing them back together, for example. But how do you fix a relationship? Mom moved to the living room and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances at the window. Olya had trouble sleeping ever since we moved into this house. She would toss and turn or curl up into a ball under the blanket. Sometimes she would jump up in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. Cartoons helped to take her mind off all the troubles we had with the move and our parents. And then Olya said she saw the giant flying monster outside her window. Very quiet. The most I can do is a little bump, and let me just move my thing a little bit closer to my face. Is that better? That's good. All right. And then Olya said she saw the giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Olya refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to make of my sister's words and what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of a new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids. But all the students behind their desks were simply dark figures cut out using a template. Circular holes gaped in the middle of their faces. The pairs of eyes blinked inside these holes. It was as if some completely different creatures were looking at me from behind the flat black silhouettes. Their cruel glares, filled with icy sneers, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me and beat me down, stomp on me with their bloodied shoes? The damn school can burn for all I care. I just wished for anything to happen to it. Doesn't really matter what. I don't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see people who are just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, think of a new offensive name for me, worse than the previous one. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider for some sort of monster.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Welcome, Joe, and also Happy New Year. The first "What are you doing in my swamp" of the year. Fantastic. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Olya begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. The small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagine Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You've got the wrong number." Or, "Anton is not around. Anton is not around." I imagine my future classmates lying in their beds, just like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all? But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. The house creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzed with the neighbor's drill, mumbled with a TV set from behind the wall, cried like a baby from the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easygoing during the day. Its shadows lay dormant in the corners, on the closet cobwebs, and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching me from every corner, almost as if the old photos of my deceased family with ashen eyes were hanging on the walls in place of my drawings. The floor was squeaking, rusty drains were moaning. The attic was occupied by noisy drafts. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. And then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, of the creaking old house, and my thoughts too. I stood up and rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that the music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. It's not like someone is playing it there amidst the cold snowy night, right? Someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make out, the dark forest as their backdrop. They chopped around, basked in moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around, and crawled on all fours. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but these were clearly not wolves. They stood upright at times, circled around holding hands and whipping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. Suddenly, the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place and, I swear, pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre snow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. It guided on the squeaky snow without leaving any prints until it was devoured by the pitch-black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like a bird inside a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back towards the bed. They saw me. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of a perfectly dark room and listened to some unwanted guests move and scrape around, looking for an entrance. The sound moved to the right, then circled around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. I jumped onto the bed and covered myself with a blanket as if it could protect me. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remembered the funeral, my grandma lying there, hands crossed on her chest, her facial features sharp like that of a tin doll. Ants running around and running up and down the legs of chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagined those little creatures climbing up her head and pulling up her eyelids with their tiny legs. Then her wrinkly eyeballs would once again move inside their sockets and she'd be able to see her grandchildren. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure, and now lying under the blanket and listening to the squeaks and howls, I was repeating the same words. On the island of Brian, underneath the blemished sun, in the sea of color blue stands a cabin made of wood. There lay lard and ashen hair, for the spawn from the devil's lair, to feast and always sleep alone, God's faithful servant, named Anton. Evil leave this house must, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. The sound scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something, or someone, were scratching at my front door, hurriedly clawing at wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed a security lock. I remember him staring at the forest intensely as if he were looking for someone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I hugged my knees, placing my chin between them, and drilled the door with my eyes. It was so flimsy and weak before the might of darkness. And then the doorknob twitched slightly. Then it turned halfway, once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. The doorknob tilted once more and then started clicking violently. My jaw cramped from fear. Wet fingers clutched the blanket. The door creaked and opened. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now, you'll see. The door was wide open. The darkness withered inside the carnivorous mouth of the doorway. Tony. It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I was trembling, ensnared by the web of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. Tony. My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. But before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me, Tony, you asleep? My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows. I almost screamed from relief. Olya, I'm not sleeping. Did something happen? Olya frowned and stuck out her lower lip, a clear sign that she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoo her away, Tony, please. I'm too scared. The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my stomach. I needed to calm Olya down. It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you. Olya sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. But was I sure myself? I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video. Sleeping Beauty, for example. You like that cartoon, don't you? What does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince, and I have a scary bird? The question took me by surprise. Alright, let's watch Cinderella. My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by my grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashen hair. Tony, you coming? Yes. Just a moment. Huh. Interesting. That took me a little bit off guard. I was like, am I seeing little eyes in the door? And I was. That took me off guard. Oh. Interesting. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Olya. I can't believe you've done this. You know me. God damn. I kid. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Olya and her owl in the morning. Who could be visiting us here in the middle of nowhere? We don't know anyone around here. So persistent. I felt extremely unsettled just from a silly thought that our morning's guest could have come from the woods. I could barely hear voices coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide. In the closet. Under the table. Behind the curtains where Olya always hides. Tony, come here. I felt like kettlebells were tied to my feet, but still dragged them toward the hallway. A group of policemen towered over me in the doorway. They smelled like frost and worry. My mom always winced and grumbled the moment she saw patrol cars, worse than bandits. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused. Hello. A senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded. A boy had gone missing yesterday. His name's Volva. Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The policeman held out a photograph to me. There was a ginger boy around the age of elementary school, pictured with a wall carpet as the backdrop. He had a striped cat in his hands and wore a wide smile. No, I haven't. Are you sure? Look closely. Where would I see him? I don't know anyone around here. I barely leave the house. Well, maybe you've seen him from the window. That's right, your windows look straight at the forest, don't they? The window. No, I haven't seen anything. I see. He sounded tired, but his eyes, his stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. I squirmed unwittingly under the weight of guilt, which his giant shadow cast over me. The policeman finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, the stairway, and the cracks in the ceiling which I haven't noticed before for some reason. How do you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it? Bit by bit. It's just our little daughter misses the city a lot. Misses the city, huh? Have the locals been treating you well? Yes, everything is alright. Thank you. The policeman pierced through me one more time with his gray eyes. My head started spinning. Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy and to end his unpleasant conversation sooner. Now that I think about it, you look just like one of my nephews, little fella. He's a witty boy around your age, wears the same type of goggles, always engrossed in reading those mystery novels. Told me he wants to enroll in police school when his family visited this summer. Wanted to help other people, just like me, see? I felt uncomfortable, as if a distant relative and not a police officer stood before me. You know what? Little boys like you should stay at home. Steer away from trouble. The times have changed so much. Mom interjected with a cold voice. You don't say. Ah, well then. What grade are you in now? Tony boy. 6. Have you made any friends here so far? Not yet. I'll be going to school for the first time after the break. Then I'll leave you my number just in case. Call me if you have any new information. The policemen were gone, along with their shadows, the smell of cheap cologne and the photo of the smiling boy. His face still stood there before my eyes. I wondered what it was like for him, being all alone there. For some reason, I thought of the forest swaying in the wind. What did his poor parents feel? And what would my parents do if I'd gone missing? Would they cry and thrash around hysterically? Or would they accuse each other, like they always do, and forget about me eventually? Mom, this is Vova. Did he go missing in our forest? Seems like it. Poor child. I looked out the window, at the road. The police Uz? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna say Uz. Drove off towards the village. The officer's nephew came to mind when I was splitting off old paint from the windowsill. I remembered all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series I'd read this summer. Your average boys and girls investigated all sorts of mysteries there. They looked for clues and spied on suspicious people. And after a set of amazing adventures, bam, solved any complicated case. They became local celebrities and must have made their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of policemen's footprints that led to the forest, and then it changed in my head. Why don't I start an investigation of my own? Maybe I'll find that lost boy, and I'll get a reward. Oya will be so happy. And not only Oya, Mom and Dad too. Maybe they'll even forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe I'll even save us from the D word. I fantasized about buying Oya a Tamagotchi, and even getting a cassette player and a bunch of tapes for myself, and a whole box of Kinder Surprise. When was the last time our parents bought us any toys? Last autumn, I think. My dad had lost his job at that time. There's that annoying song about it. I had little to no idea what was that accountant's job like. They cost money, I think. Hello from the mother of Russia, comrade. Looks like you decided to read a Russian visual novel. Like, by the way, I advise you to turn on the voice acting of the character. I thought I was on already. Like, I have the voices on. Like, voice is actually set to on, so I don't know what I have to change. Also, welcome to the chat, but I'm actually not sure what I'd have to change in order to turn it on. Oh, unless it's just... Yeah, no, that didn't change anything. Yeah, no, it's just like... The voice is on. I just don't know why it's not working. Like, I don't really have any other setting available to me. Unless it's, like, locked in the other language. And it's just not, like, local. Like, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. So I've kind of just been reading it. But I did have voice on. Very strange. Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, it could be that it's because this is the prologue, and not the actual, like, quote-unquote tiny bunny. I'm technically only doing the prologue, so it could just be that it's limited to that. I'm not sure. It's very weird. I don't know. I think I'll continue trying to read it at least. I'm also going to be taking a drink of water because my throat's getting a little dry. Water's good. But yeah, no, I came across this in the Steam store a while ago, and I've actually been meaning to read it, and I just hadn't had a chance. I was like, you know what? It's a perfect opportunity to read it. I absolutely love all of the artwork and everything in it so far. But yeah, I don't know why the voice acting's not working. It's really weird, but whatever. It is what it is. Neighbors used to envy us, but nowadays Mom and Dad barely had enough money to afford sweets, and Dad would always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Ulya. Sometimes I gave her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she was still just a pipsqueak. I couldn't wait to go out looking for clues. I'm going outside. Yeah, right. You want the police to go around with your photograph next? The forest is so thick. What if the boy got snatched up by wild animals, or something even worse? Even worse echoed through the hallway. I won't go far. I'll stay away from the forest. Did you hear what I said, or should I repeat myself? Better go pack your school bag, or play with Ulya. I think I understand what the problem is. Oh, what do you think? And also, the sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. What do you think the problem is? It could just be that it's because I said it's English, or this is an old version of the game. Ah, I mean, it is the prologue version of it. Um, it didn't say that there was any updates when I looked at it, so the I mean, the window does say 1.2.26 for the version number. But if that is what it is, then we just have to deal with it. Um, unless I like end up getting like the newer version. But yeah, no, I specifically had searched the Tiny Bunny prologue and it wasn't popping up on the category for Twitch. So I just kind of did like the Tiny Bunny, but yeah. But if that's the case, then it is what it is. The sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. It meant that the argument was over and Mom had the last word. Alright, where do we want to go? Do we want to go under the stairs? Do we want to go to the kitchen or do we want to go to the front yard? Continue anyway, atmospheric game. Alright. I'm opening this up to chat. What direction do we want to go? We have 3 choices. I think I kind of want to see what's under the stairs. If no one has a... Yeah, I think I'm gonna open up under the stairs. The dark, stuffy closet. Mom says it smells like mice, but how would she know their smell? She hates when I stick my nose in there. She's afraid I'll cut myself on the freshly sharpened axe. And Olya can't even be lured close to it. She thinks Bye-Bye is living there. I tried to help her fight her fears once. I opened the door and turned on a dim lamp so she would see that there's nothing but cobwebs, Dad's tools, and scratched walls. She still didn't believe me, and I liked to hide in the closet and listen to Olya count outside. 1, 2, 3, better hide from me. And then drag her feet on the creaking floorboards, hoping that she wouldn't need to look for me in the cramped monster's den. Huh, alright. Let's try the kitchen, I guess. Grandma kept ice cream for me and Olya there, and now I could only see meat bits for soup in clumped together. I don't know how to pronounce that. Pelmini? I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. I grew to hate them already. Turn back. I love point and click. It was difficult to lie to Mom, but there was no other way for me to run away from home. Mom, something's wrong with the TV. The picture is dim and there are stripes all over the screen. Mom's straight face became visibly distorted. You're killing me here. So have you had enough of shooting those stupid ducks now? Told you the kinescope will go dim because of your console. Where will we find a TV technician in this hole, huh? Maybe it's just the settings? Please, go see for yourself. Strange, it worked fine in the morning. Maybe the snowfall caused it? Mom rubbed her hands clean on her apron and went to Olya's room. Okay. So we got the mom gone. Pelmeni. Is that, yeah? I don't know if I'm reading your comment right. But if I am, thank you. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else in here? Emirkan of Russia has declared the state of emergency due to adverse weather conditions. According to the weather forecast, a cyclone is moving towards the region. Expect heavy snowfall, blizzards, and snow drifts on the road. Keep your eyes open and take care of yourself. Mom's peg top, a family relic. My mom played with it when she was little, then she gifted it to me. Olya was next in the succession line. The toy belongs to her now. She stared at the dancing spindle as if it could show her something. A fairy tale or maybe even our future. Now even my little sister was a bit too old for the old squeaky peg top. Are you from the USA? Yes. I opened the front gate and went into the field, carefully so Mom wouldn't see me from the window. When I crossed half the distance towards the forest, the snow piles came as high as my knees. I remembered my nightly fears. I saw those silhouettes around here. They were jumping around, holding hands. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. I just need a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Is it true that you call babushka scarf that is knitted on your head? What? Babushka? What do you call? Oh, a hat? Is that what you're referring to? A scarf that is knitted on your head? I gotta double check. Yeah, no, I know that there's like, I think they were trying to joke with you. Because usually people understand that that's like the Russian word for grandmother, or like people will like meme with the depiction of the grandmother with the scarf on the head, but it's not what that is called. It's just either a scarf or a hat. I think he was joking with you. Yeah, I think that person was joking with you. That's not what it. Yeah. All right. Let's get back into the visual novel. I might have to step away again in a few minutes, but then I'm basically gonna be like fully playing slash reading. I might also have food. Who's to say? But yeah, yeah, you guys will see. You'll see. All right, where were we? That hypnotic music started playing in my head all on its own. Oh, come on. In the light of day, those distant figures felt like a simple dream. The sun turned my nightmares to ash, but the aftertaste was still there. Distant ringing in my ears, distorted shadows crawling on the snow alongside me, and a barely audible whisper in my head, blurry and almost kind. Everything was silent. So silent I felt like the world was totally empty. No ground, no sky, no parents, no Olya. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the names right too. I want to apologize if I'm not pronouncing things right. Eh. The time reached its limit. A one-way trip that ended at the forest's tiny stockade. Wait, wait a second. Well, what? Yeah, all right. And forest piney stockade. All right, there we go. Sometimes silence was much scarier than any scream. Our parents would scream at each other while arguing, and both me and Olya turned to stone, listening to them. But then, always came the ringing silence. Our apartment became numb a couple of days before we departed. It was hard to remember the last time Mom and Dad joked around, laughing, or spent time together, almost like all of it was in a previous life. When they kissed, when Olya, what? When they kissed with Olya present, she always frowned and snorted in a funny way. But one day, it all changed. Something important had left our home, and something scary filled the remaining void. It was as if a fire broke up, and our parents were hurriedly packing our belongings, trying to save themselves and us. From who, though? From the people with dead, cold eyes, who sometimes visited us in our previous home? The eyes that only saw balls of worms on the black ground in everything. And somewhere far away, a siren was going off, trying to warn us of the coming menace. I shuddered, chasing away my delusions, and looked around. There was only me, the white field, and the wind that was whipping up icy dust and belts of powdered snow. I squinted from the sun and turned my eyes to the sunless forest. I looked especially dark in contrast with the blinding whiteness. Sport is written on the cap. Oh, okay. That's neat. Thank you. It's just sport, sport, sport. All right. That's neat. Thank you. That's actually a nice little detail you filled me in on. Thank you. Knobbly, knobby tree roots slithered under the snow like fat snakes. Rotten leaves and confecture. Confurious needles froze into the ice. Dry, prickly branches intertwined, bringing up uncomfortable thoughts about fences. Were they protecting the forest, or were they keeping something from breaking out? Some object was hanging from one of the pointy branches. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow, and when I almost got to the edge of the forest, I saw a knitted mitten. It looked like a wounded bird among the hungry, semi-dark. Should I take it to the police? The senior officer looked gloomy, but he still reminded me of Captain Casanova from my favorite TV show called The Streets of Broken Lights. He was also very anxious, with a tired look in his eyes, but still brave and strong. Will his mitten help him find the lost boy? Vova! I heard a distant shout. Looked like it came from the river. Vova! As if the trees were calling out to someone. Vova! Resounded closer to me. Someone was standing there behind the trees, hiding. Vova! I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still, something was unsettling about that figure. Its stillness, how it was bent unnaturally towards the ground. Its blackness. There's no one there, just branches and roots. It's all just my imagination. A nearby bird flapped its wings loudly. A shadow split from the tree and disappeared from my sight. I looked away for just a moment, but when I turned my gaze back to the same place, it was gone. So it was my imagination after all. Silence reigned for a painfully long time. Those look like footprints. My muscles were tightly sprung. My heart was beating somewhere in my throat. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket, and I'd sprint. But nothing of the sort happened. I looked at the mitten once more. Oh, we can either run away or take the mitten. I kind of want to take the mitten. And I know, I feel like something's gonna just grab his hand and pull him in, or grab his hand and like do a small jump scare or something. I know what's gonna happen, but we're taking it. Taking the mitten. Taking it. I decided to take the lonely mitten from the branch. Oh, those are... A shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo, no hope for a reply. Man, I feel like I chose the wrong option. I stepped toward the bristly trees and tried to claim my find. It didn't budge. I pulled harder. The branch cracked and the mitten tore off. Landing in my hand was a squishy sound. All too heavy. Wet. I squeezed it without thinking as something dark spilled from it, forming a tiny string between the mitten and the snow. Steam rose from the snow pile. Oh, it's blood. Alright. Interesting. I froze in place, studying my palms in disgust. Red. The sound of cracking branches invaded the silence. I didn't have to think twice before running away. Someone was chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with giant leaps. Snow was slowing me down. Crazy thoughts flew through my mind. I'll get caught. They'll get me. They'll drag me into the thicket. I'll be gone forever. But there was one more voice. Probably one of reason. It gave me strength, spurred me on. You can do it. Don't stop. I heard an animal roar behind me. It was so loud my ears went numb. It felt like the sound had come from a pack of hungry bees, rather than a single one. Their nostrils sucked in freezing air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped above my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoot. A wheeze. The roars were coming from all directions now. From the dried-up raspberry bush, from the twisted pines, from under the windfall. Hurry, run. Don't look back. It felt like I was inside a nightmare. The snow clearing became viscous, like quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the mushy trap to just be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. The snow was the snow ever this sticky? I screamed in horror after realizing this wasn't snow. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching my pants. I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. The pressure on my leg was gone. The boot slipped out of the hole, and my soles were on a hard surface again. I reached a clear path with one jump, and from there ran to my house. Its gloomy facade didn't look threatening now. That house was my line of defense from the shadows that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep and smashed onto the door. In all my hurry, I still managed to notice the claw marks, as if a dog was striking the wood with its paws, demanding to be let in so it could escape the cold. I hadn't noticed these marks when I was leaving. The heartbeat in my eyes was much louder than my surroundings. I couldn't hear whether someone was following me or not. What if they were already in our front yard and Mom had locked the door? Drowning in fear, I pulled on the doorknob and it obediently gave way. I rolled into the hallway and shut the door behind me. Porch planks creaked as my pursers ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped off the lock and I couldn't click it into place. I gritted my teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, whipping it between the boards. I stared blankly at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitiful, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. Wheezing, wheezing breath reached into the house and crashed on me in waves. It smelled of pine and sweat. Mom peeked out from the kitchen and chastised me with the same frigid voice she always used when talking to Dad. What exactly didn't you understand when I told you to never slam the door? I'm also going to be right back in a few minutes. All of y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm mainly just going to, I have food that I'm going to bring up, and I got to do one other thing real quick. But yeah, I will be right back one more time. One more time. One more time. Sorry about this. Okay, I am back. I still have a bit of food in front of me, but I can continue. This is fine. Yeah, hi everybody. I am back. What exactly didn't you understand when I told you to never slam the door? I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the door. The smell was gone, and the breath was too. If there was someone in the first place, of course. Here, mere 5 meters away from my mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting like snow in spring, and with it the last bit of strength I had left. My body, too. My legs gave way. I propped myself up against the wall so I wouldn't fall over. Mom's expression had changed immediately. The cold mask of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before all those quarrels. She finally saw my condition, my wet pants plastered with snow. Where have you been? What did I tell you, huh? I told you to stay home. Am I nothing to you? I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like when I was very little and wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. Her eyes shined like steel, her voice ringing out. Your dad can't find his cigarettes. Be honest, did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret? There was someone chasing me. I thought. I stuttered as soon as I started explaining myself. Tears welled up in my eyes. Mom leaned toward me, and sniffed my clothes like a beast, searching for the smell of tobacco. Then she squinted her eyes in suspicion, and looked into the front yard. Her expression changed in an instant, and she covered her mouth with her hand. Look, over there, at the fence. My heart started thumping as if I became prey again, and my pursuers were following me in the field. I could swear that I've heard someone scratch at the door, just like in my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with her finger, and I gathered all my remaining bravery to look into the kitchen window, facing my fear. I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in snow through the icy water patterns on the glass. Dogs. Just a small pack of strays, with no name and owner, reminding of the hungry monsters that live on the edge of the forest. Oh boy, were you scared of them? I think they'd rather be scared of you, Anton. They were chasing me, like a bunny. And what if they're rabid? The smile had slowly disappeared from Mom's face. Now she looked at the dogs as if it was her first time seeing them. What if they attack Olya? Mom? I wish your dad could just shoot them all. Mom, look, they're alive. Huh? What? Are they your friend or foe after all? Make up your mind. You're not a little kid anymore. Mom sighed in annoyance, and I felt so bitter that I bit my lower lip and fixed my gaze on the cobweb-ridden corner. Welp, some detective I am. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, or rather, any pets among a pack of stupid strays. And what for? What use do I have for this? Mitten. Of course! A darkened, sticky mitten that belonged to the lost boy made a squishy sound in my hand. Seems like I was clutching it the whole time. That's my trump card as a detective. I hurried to present this clue to my mom. Mom, look, this is Vova's mitten. That boy the police were asking about this morning. It's drenched in blood. I found it hanging on a tree. I can show where. Let's call the police right away, like the officer had told us to. Mom, look. Ew. A shadow of doubt slowly crept into Mom's contorted face, as if she was trying to remember something distant, like someone tries to remember their dream, but the images slip away. Stop at this moment. Olya will go insane if she hears you. She already has trouble sleeping and whines all the time, and you choke like this. At that moment, I realized the mitten was actually wet from snow. There was no blood whatsoever. I wanted to sink through the floor from embarrassment. Come here, my boy, who cried wolf. Oh, don't just stand there. Come take your pills. A golden-colored pill, reminiscent of a dead wasp, fell into my palm. I already took one for breakfast. Don't talk over me. I told you to stay home, and you... Dad would have given you a good whipping for that. Come on, take it, or you won't be able to sleep at night, and you have school tomorrow. so I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with simply awful water that gave off a taste of chlorine. Maybe it wasn't Volva's mitten. Maybe it wasn't a mitten at all. Just like the forest monsters and Olya's owl. Am I going mad? What's happening to me? Either the pill had an immediate effect, or my overrexed brain didn't let fear inside anymore. Sincerity washed over me, bringing yawning indifference along with it. Anton, you done? See, you can do it when you try. Take off your coat. Are you asleep? No, Mom, I was just thinking. What about, I wonder? It's just something silly. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes, as if she wasn't sure she was looking at her own son, and not some doppelganger that came from the forest. Is everything all right? You had the exact same expression when the policeman asked you about the window. I'm all right, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh. Fine. It seemed like the house had changed. The sofa's fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The light bulbs also felt different, dimmer, and yellower. Even the saliva inside my mouth had a different taste. A melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Olya was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episode and switched to other tapes. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink, and studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of those spot the difference puzzles. I went upstairs. Jafar and Iago's voices died down. I walked past Olya's bedroom and slipped into my own. One of the drawers was empty. I hid the mitten in there. This simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed, and only then I noticed there was someone behind the curtains. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Where it was due to medication I took or the stress I underwent, the room began to contort, as if the wind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and undulated? Oh, I said that right. The only stable thing in this whole room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor, just like a savant of sorts. Olya? Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried-up lips. Yeah, oh yeah, it's so funny. The silhouette wasn't moving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached towards the curtains. Budum, budum. Beat my heartbeat, controlled by medication. The wind sang in the field with a choir of voices. For a second, I wanted to return to the bed, to slide down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They were looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I opened up the curtains. Gotcha. I knew it was you from the beginning. A blindingly bright halo lit up above Olya's head with the setting sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. But I brought her to the window one day, and sunlight poured on her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I saw everything. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was just like Mom when she was little, before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her calming tone voice. It's nothing, just... Olya ran up the table, her eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it there. Are you a thief? What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten, hanging from a tree branch. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figure standing behind black trees. Olya could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Swear that you won't tell anyone, and then I'll show you. Olya wore a plotting smile. I swear on Mom's heart. An oath she heard in one of the movies about the pioneers we've watched. Don't say things like that. Olya nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer, and Olya leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if it couldn't understand what she saw. I'm certain a certain boy lost it, and got lost himself. Now do you understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander in the forest, right? He must be really cold out there. Will they find him? They will. The police are going house to house, showing his photo to everybody. Olya traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. And why are they going to houses and not the forest? Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and cranny where darkness cold and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later for me? I changed the topic, as if trying to get Olya as far away from possible from the forest thicket. We may get a reward if I go find the boy by myself. A lot of stuff, like in Field of Wonders. Sounds cool, right? Olya wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got in? Nonsense, an owl won't be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's... How should I put it? It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like in that spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. Olya shivered and stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, it's just, I was hurrying back home so Mom wouldn't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in the tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. You're wrong. No one has ever died from boredom. And you have me and your cartoons, and Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what I could wish for my next birthday? I wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could go play together like we used to. Yeah, and if you'd make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Olya giggled and tugged on my sleeve. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue won over my desire to be with my sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. I'm too tired. I don't want to. Come on. It's so boring alone, and Mom's always busy. That turned them into kids gives it a It Takes Two vibes. Yeah. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. I know all of our tapes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happens after that. Let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know, let's play hide and seek. No, Olya. Then draw me a dino. Olya, please. Draw it. Will you leave me alone already? I blurted it out without thinking, and then I was immediately taken back. I have never screamed at my little sister like that. Olya stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Olya from crying. Alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my head on her soft head. Let's go. Let's go watch Peter Pan. Boo, you fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full Triceratops later. Hooray! Triceratops. Well, close enough. Olya rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas, and a shining smile returned to her face. We'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread, and you rewind the tape. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Wanna bet I won't spill it? The tape is somewhere in the nightstand, look for it. Olya disappeared into the doorway, and I dragged my feet to the neighboring room. The old photon TV was gathering dust in the corner. All that was left was clicking the button on the front panel. The tube warmed up, familiar white noise started dancing on the black screen. I almost reached out to turn on the VCR when the noise calmed down, and a blurry image appeared for a moment. It was a dark taiga forest, just like the one outside my window. The picture split the screen in half. Something creepy resembling human speech was coming out of the speaker. Just a few moments later, the scenery was again overshadowed by noise. Did I catch some row signal? Local TV station only really showed Soviet cartoons, and even that was pretty rare. And only just recently I used to always watch Robotech before school. It was so awesome. Maybe I should tinker with the antenna? What if I catch the channel again? On the other hand, Oya had asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be nice to disappoint her, but in my sleepy state, I didn't have the strength to do all of it. I shifted through the shelves full of dolls and blue hippos from Kinder Surprise. I found the tape I needed thanks to the shabby spine. I got the black rectangle from its box. The tape inside it rustled while rewinding to the beginning. The rustle was lulling me to sleep. Drowsiness attacked me while I was squatting before the TV. Images whirled in my hand, me and Olya flying above the forest, tumbling in the soft clouds. My little sister is laughing, but her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. I notice that the clouds underneath us part, burying the bristly pine tops. Swampy darkness slurped among the trees. The wings are no longer able to hold us, and Olya. You haven't started without me, have you? My sister brought the tray with unevenly cut bread and a whole can of condensed milk. I rolled to my eyes. No, come sit. Mom and Dad are arguing again. They're going through rough times. Rough times are lame. PN the screen? Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow onto the dresser. Olya was entertained by the cartoonish dog Nana. Maybe Mom and Dad will buy us a dog too. Yeah, right. I'll have my own dog in the Neverland and a cat and a parrot. Olya smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me. Have you lost all your baby teeth? Obviously. Olya frowned, deep in thought. Peter Pan has baby teeth. What if they won't let you go to his land with adult teeth? We'll think of something. We'll ask Dad to alter your age in the passport. And why would Dad forge documents? Olya took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full. He will. I've heard, Mom, they did that before. You'll grow ears as big as Dumbo's. We all got worried and touched her ear. I smiled to myself. My little sister was silent now. She just devoured bread, watching the adventures of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook. As if she got stuck into a fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, I also imagined myself there. In a land where no one ages, where no one argues over little things, where no one listens to fights and the sound of broken glass plates at night. It felt like I was dreaming with my eyes still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality. Tony, shut the curtains fast. Why? No one's watching you. It's dark, and when it's dark, the owl comes. I'm scared. I got out of bed, fighting my drowsiness, and closed the curtains. I did my best not to look outside, toward the treetops, toward the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was just a visual effect from shadows of branches scraping the snow. Tony, Mom thinks I made the owl up, and Dad too thinks I'm a liar since I'm small. But the owl exists. Honestly, it does. You do believe me, right? That it comes every night and... I swiftly grabbed Olya's hand and looked her in the eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But have I really done those qualities? Yes, I believe you, alright? Just don't nag our parents about it anymore. They're already dealing with a lot, so they'll just get mad at you. Come and tell me if anything happens. and don't look out the window. But it wants me to look. Doesn't matter. Act like it doesn't exist and never existed. Like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad say. They'll get tired of waiting and fly away. I'm going to take a bite out of my sandwich. Aha. It was madness, but after everything that's happened recently, I was more and more inclined to believe Olya's owl existed. We followed Peter Pan's adventures as if nothing had happened, as if the forest didn't kidnap kids, as if our parents weren't tearing each other apart bit by bit. Captain Hook was running away from a crocodile, and Peter Pan was headed to London on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Olya's eyelids had dropped. She started snorting slightly, resting her chin on the side of the bed. I stood up and left Olya's room. I was looking out the window, studying the field, when Mom peeked into my room. Enough playing around. It's your first day at school tomorrow. Go to bed. You should sleep properly. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? Adults think everything is so simple. As if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me. I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and listened to the house humming, to something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had a question for me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flute again? Yes or no? Maybe just part of growing up and I can't fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some ethereal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. I didn't notice how I fell into slumber. And that is episode 1. That's pretty neat. I think I'll actually go out of my way to get chapter 2, since that's now out. But yeah, that was Tiny Bunny Prologue. Well, thank you for reading. At the moment, there are 3 episodes. The fun begins with part 2. Oh, okay. I think I'll check it out later on. Just because, like, that was actually pretty interesting. It was like a neat build-up, and it actually has me curious to know, like, what exactly is lingering in the forest. But definitely, I enjoyed that. That was pretty nice. Alright, let me change back to here. And let me boot up Frog Detective 2. I gotta find it. And yeah, and also it's like, it's just no problem for it. Like, it caught my attention at one point. And it's just like, you know, it seemed interesting. So I definitely think that I'll continue with it. Let's see. Where is... There it is. Frog Detective 2. Oh. Bunny, is he friendly? I mean, I wasn't sure. We're actually swapping to Frog Detective. And I'm also kind of casually eating some food. But like, I don't know. Frog Detective 2. Case of the Invisible Wizard. Let me just swap that real quick. I'm gonna finish my sandwich before I swap screens. Just because I want to finish eating some foods. So how's everybody doing? Oh. But also, welcome to the stream, Anne. Oh. Let me launch this thing. Come on, I put it into windowed mode and it just did not do it. Let me try doing that again, because I wanted it to go into windowed mode because that's easier for me to adjust in OBS. Windowed. And there we go. The third one actually hasn't come out yet, from what I've seen. I think it's absolutely neat that there's like a third one. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm enjoying a sandwich right now. We actually just finished a Tiny Bunny Prologue, which is like the first chapter to that. Apparently there's like 3 episodes, and I think I'm gonna play the second one at some point. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it on stream or on my own time, though, so I gotta decide that. Sandwich. Part of the reason I want to finish my food first before I actually get into the game is because I know I'm gonna have to put my hands on the keyboard. Oh. Oh. I'm currently using a little bit of hand sanitizer to kind of clean off my hands. Actually, you know what? I should probably just actually clean my hands. Give me a second. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. I have finished my dinner. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Eat. Alright, I'm back. I am back. I am back. I was able to get more games recently on Steam. I'm so excited for the Steam Deck. It says it comes after the second quarter, but maybe I could get it before then too. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Let me also adjust this to be there. I actually recently got an Xbox Connect in the mail, and I don't own an Xbox, but apparently it is the cheapest way you can set up full body tracking. So I was thinking of testing that out in like VR chat at some point. But the Kinect itself actually came in the mail. I'm currently waiting on an adapter. It's coming in later. And I just real quick check to see where that is. I want to know. Because I didn't realize that was coming today. I thought it was coming like later. Yeah, apparently it was supposed to come on like the 7th. Adapter should be coming later this week. So I'll try it on the weekend. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, let's get the show on the road. Frog Detective number 2. The Case of the Invisible Wizard. Woo 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 woo. Yep. So this one I didn't fully play through. I played through some of the beginning of it, and then I did not finish it. I didn't have a chance to go back. Look at that, it's our dance party from the last time. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. Frog Detective speaking. Hi, Detective. Hi, Supervisor. Why did you hang up on me, huh? We were talking just a moment ago about a new case. The one in Warlock Woods, right? Yeah. I hung up because I got too excited about solving another mystery. That's understandable. What can you tell me about this new case? It's a doozy, Detective. Hold on to your hat. Supervisor, you know I can't even wear hats. Sorry. Anyway, Warlock Woods is a fairly small town up north. They don't get many visitors around there. A couple days ago, a new resident moved in. Shy kind of gal. Doesn't like to be the center of attention. Anyway, she settles into the new house and doesn't go outside to greet anyone. The residents of the town feel like they need to welcome her properly, so they organize a welcoming parade. Great idea. Absolutely. But someone in the town seemed to think otherwise. Last night, the parade decorations were destroyed. What? I know, right? So rude. Nobody has any leads on the case. They don't know who done it. That's where you come in, Detective. That's me. I'm the detective. I'm aware. Excuse me. Ooh. Warlock Woods is a magic town, so it's not the easiest place to get to. You'll need to take an enchanted cart to the end of the line, then travel the rest of the way on foot. Too easy. You need to question everybody to get to the bottom of things. Do you think you can solve this mystery? Yep. Great. Hop to it. Haha. Oh, I forgot to mention. The new resident of the woods is special. She's invisible. Ah, that was loud. And a wizard! An invisible wizard. Cool! What's the relevance of her being invisible? Nobody knows what she looks like, so so they're really excited to find out. Hence the parade, and the decorations, and the celebrations. They want her to be uninvisible? De-invisibled? Visible. Exactly. Anyways, do you have everything you need? I have my shoes, my jumper, my pants. I think I'm missing something. Your magnifying glass. Of course! It's on the table next to the door. Once you pick it up, you'll be ready to solve the mystery. Thanks, Supervisor. Good luck, Detective. Ah, my trusty magnifying glass. I can't solve mysteries without it. Bless you. Oh, thank you. Well, maybe I could, but I wouldn't want to. We got magnifying glass. Whoa! Man, what a time last time. Oh ho ho. Lobster cop! Whoa! It's Lobster Cop. Look at him go! Look at him go! There he goes! He's Lobster Cop! Okay. Ah, it's the famous frog detective. But famous? I'm not famous. Haha, perhaps not, but I'm sure you will be soon. Wow, I hope so. What brings you to my office, detective? Well, I was just leaving my office, actually. I work next door, right here. Oh, I thought that was a cupboard. Nope, that's my office. I've been putting all my cleaning supplies in there. Yes, I've noticed. I'm in there working every time you do it. I even say, this is my office. And then you say, sure it is, little cleaning frog. And then I say, I'm a crime-solving frog, not a cleaning frog. But usually you're gone already. He looks friendly. Yeah, Lobster Cop. Excuse my ignorance, detective. I wasn't trying to offend. I'm a very busy boy, head full of mysteries. Sometimes I forget to be polite. If I was polite all the time, I would never have time to solve my crimes. I understand. Maybe that's why I'm not as talented as you, Lobster Cop. Perhaps. But detective, you must keep trying. Never give up. I can give you some tips if you like. Wow, yes, please. Number 1, pay attention. You should make sure you are looking at things and paying attention to words. Yes, quite right. Tip number 2, everyone's a suspect. Huh? Even you! I will suspect myself much more from now on. Good call. Tip number 3, carry a notebook. Oh, I'm not really big on books. They are, without exception, factually inaccurate. Detective, don't be foolish. A book you write yourself cannot be factually inaccurate if you are writing the facts. I suppose you're right. I don't have a notebook, though. Well, it's your lucky day. I have a spare notebook on my desk. You can decorate it and use it all you like. Wow, really? Yep. There are stickers you can use, too. I brought them with all my crime-saving money. Cool. I'll let you get to it, detective. Head to my office when you're ready to decorate. Okay, Lobster Cop. Thank you. Which stickers should I pick and where should they go? Oh man, we got free range, baby. Let's take this little cactus and just slap that on there. Take the little froggy boy, slap that on there too. Maybe just like a tad higher. Yeah, yeah. Let's also slap on a little alien bro. Just rotate him. Yeah. This is the stuff, man. We're decorating a notebook. Notebook decorated. Little bug. Yeah. A little whatever that is. Put some hearts. Yeah, I'll put some hearts on it. Slap one right there. Look at that little wormy boy. Yeah. Little flower. Yeah. This is how we're doing it. Gonna give the flower a hat too. Why not? We're gonna put the gator bro on there too. Gonna give the gator bros some socks, man. As one does. Kinda wish I could make it a little bit smaller. Thank you. Yeah, it's no problem. If anyone wants any specific stickers on there, I don't mind slapping them on. And then I got another plant bro, just right there. Yeah. Gonna give the flowers some shoes, I guess. Got a little sun. What a happy bro. And because we are number one, gonna slap that on there. Egg, because egg. Let's also put on a little Robo Boy, little robot man. Yeah. And a little Spooter, little friendly Spooter. Spooter may be friendly, but this little plant dude here, absolutely terrified. I guess we'll also put a little fishy dude, fishy bro. Just yeah, like right there, a little fishy bro. What else could we put on here? Oh, look at that, just schnoz. I don't know who I put that on. Actually, what if I just, I'll make an additional face, you know? And then a little note, little snoot. Little snoot just right there. And then some lips. There you go. Little face just right there. And then let's slap on the other heart, because I didn't realize that was there. Little happy apple, yeah. Little apple.
What are you doing in my swamp?
And we got a little bit more room. We gotta slap a little birdie on there. And what are you doing in my swamp, donkey? And then we could also put on a happy little star there. Happy little star there. We're running out of space. I guess I'll slap on another little birdie. Donkey. And no, there's not enough room for another Robo Boy. I could slap on another apple. Another little bug bro, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna call that done. That's our notebook. Look at that. Our beautiful creation. Yeah, that's the one. You got a notebook. Invisible wizard. Oh, it's all blank. Oh no, it isn't all blank. Alright. Lobster Cop. Motive. Maybe Lobster Cop made up the crime to give me a challenge. That's really nice of him, also very unlikely. Needs to figure out where to put cleaning supplies, not in my office. Notes, #1 best detective. Has lots of fans, is super cool. So many trophies, I hope I get a trophy one day. Detective. Motive. I don't think I did it, but maybe I have a rare curse where I commit crimes in my sleep. Needs. A holiday. Haha, just joking. Notes, I have a jumper, I have a pant, I have magnifying glass, I have attitude good. Banane. Oh, wrong. How's your book decorating coming along? That's right there on your desk, you know. I know. Just taking my time is all. Well, I haven't got it all day. Just kidding. I do have all day. Take as long as you need. But I finished decorating. Man, look at this dude. Has all the trophies. He got all the images. Like, goddamn, look at this. Look at this model dude. Well. Still got that cold. I like sneezed earlier, and I'm feeling some of the after effects of it. Time to solve another mystery. Now you see, I sneezed earlier, and instead of blowing my nose, I've kind of just been living with it. So. Oh heck, look at that cart. Look at that cart go! Man. This seems like a nice and relaxing game. Yeah, I mean, the first one was also pretty relaxing. It's been neat. It's been neat so far. Oh shit. Look at him go! Look at him go! We're all the way at Warlock Woods. Oh heck. Snazzy. Susan. Ralph. Mandy. Mary. How long was the first one? I would say like it did several more characters. I'd say maybe it took maybe like an hour-ish. Maybe a little longer. It wasn't terribly long. Prologue. Prologue, man. Alright, here we are. The Whispering Woods. Look at Warlock Woods. Yeah, that's the place, man. Someone's been stinky with litter. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping they were longer games. Yeah, no, they're all kind of short, as far as I'm aware. Oh my stars! It's you! It's me, the famous lobster cop. I really thought you'd be a lobster. No, I'm a frog. Yeah, why is your name Lobster Cop? I have to tell you something. Huh? I am not Lobster Cop. Why not? I don't know how to answer that. Who are you? I'm the detective. Frog detective. I see. Was Lobster Cop not available? Unfortunately not. Well, I think I'll do just fine. Thanks. I'm Susan. Hi, Susan. Hi. I'm the one that contacted the agency, which I think you'll find excludes me from being a suspect. Oh, I didn't know that was how that worked. You should know these things, detective. I'm sorry. It's okay. I think you should still question me, though. To remove all doubt. Okay. Question me all you like. About the wizard. Do you know the wizard personally? Nobody knows her personally. Well, not here at least. Not me. Right. But I had a lot to do with the organization of the parade, and I was the one to start the investigation. You mentioned that. It's worth bringing up again. So you were fine with her moving into town? Absolutely. That old house has been empty for years, and it's really nice. Someone wants to live there. It needs a lot of fixing up, but it'll look nice soon, I think. Plus, it's always exciting to have a new neighbor. Sure it is. I put up a sign I made for the wizard, but it got knocked down last night. Feeling pretty sad about it, if I'm honest. I know you're here to solve the mystery, but I just need to tell someone how I feel. You can talk to me about it. Thank you. I'm not a professional sign maker yet, but I worked really hard on this sign. Really, I struggle to understand why someone would want to knock it down. It feels so heartless, and now I'm not sure who to trust. Thought everybody here would be thrilled to have a new neighbor. It's a tricky situation for sure. Some people are protective of their communities and think new people are going to change things for the worse. That's almost never the case. New people make places better because they bring new perspectives, especially in small communities. Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding or a mistake. I like to believe people are good. That being said, I'm treating everyone as a suspect, but not me. Right? Even you, especially you! Especially me? Oh no. Sorry, not sure why I said that. But you're not off the hook just yet. Hook. That's it! Detective, could you please find me a hook? I could hang the sign back up with it. Oh, okay. I'll do my best. Question me all you like. Oh, wait. I already know. Something to fix my sign. Yeah. Yeah, nothing right now. Goodbye, Susan. Motive. Maybe she doesn't like her sign. Destroyed the parade out of embarrassment. Needs something to fix her sign. Notes. Insists she is not the suspicious. This makes her much more suspicious than she realizes. Oh, I wasn't done. Bring it back. Bring it back. Upset about the parade being destroyed. Worked really hard on her sign. Oh, wrong button. I meant to hit tab again. That was the button. So this person also had a sign that was up. That got destroyed. Hello, little frog. I'm Ralph. Why are you yelling? I'm just making sure you can hear me. I can hear you. You don't have to yell. You're very small. Might be difficult for you to hear. I'm small, but I'm also very close to you. Being small isn't the same as being far away. Are you sure? You can hear me at this volume? Yes. Weird. I'm the detective. I'm here to solve the mystery. Really? Yes. But you're so small. I'm of average frog height. Can I ask you some questions about the case? Questioning me? Huh? About the wizard. How do you feel about the wizard moving in? It's nothing. I'm nothing against the wizard, but I've been living with my friend Carlos for a while now. At our space, and our space is big. But I would really like my own home. Oh. I had been eyeing off that old house for ages. I thought maybe I'd move in one day, but the wizard got there first. I see. It's my fault, I guess. I shouldn't hold it against the wizard. This house is twice as big as all the other houses. Maybe you could renovate it and turn it into 2 houses. You could split it down the middle. Or have 1 house upstairs, 1 house downstairs. Like an apartment. That's a pretty cool idea. I like Carlos and everything, but I'm a private boy. I understand. I don't have any renovation supplies, though. I'll see if I can track some down for you. Thanks for your help, detective. Maybe if I do a good job, I'll get my own building show. I'm excited to see it. Question me, huh? About your eye. May I ask why you have an eye patch on? That's Ralph's business. Oh. It'd be really good for me to know why you have an eye patch. Sometimes a boy just wants to wear an eye patch. That shouldn't make me suspicious. You put it on for fashion? Kinda. Huh? Detective, I don't want to get into this too much. But I watched a movie last night about pirates, and I loved it. And there's another 3 left. 3 whole movies! Can you believe it? Sequels. I've never heard of a movie having a sequel before. I know, right? Usually sequels are reserved for video games. Yes, it's extremely normal to have a video game sequel, especially for games with a large audience like the Toad Investigation series. Yeah, anyways, I was watching a pirate movie last night. That's where I was. And for that reason, I've decided to wear an eye patch. Okay, I'll leave it at that. My thanks. Question me, huh? Alright, that's it. Ralph. Motive. In true pirate fashion, wanted to cause a ruckus? Needs building supplies. Notes. Loves pirates. Eye patch is cosmetic only. A private boy wants to renovate. Thinks I'm too small. I am not. Naughty. What? Huh? Who are you? The detective. Oh. I thought Lobster Cop was coming. Huh? What? Did you say something about Lobster Cop? No. But I heard... Can this frog read my mind? Why are you speaking like that? Like what? Like this. Whoa! Is this what telepathy is? Can you hear this frog? You're saying everything out loud. Wow, this frog has a temper. Anyways, who are you? I'm Naughty. Okay. I'm the mayor of Warlock Woods. Okay. Was it you who asked me to come? No. I would have asked for Lobster Cop. I really need to emphasize that I can hear you. Stop listening. Okay. Can I ask you some questions about the case? I guess so. Tell me what you want to know. About last night. What can you tell me about last night? Nothing. Oh, but I can tell you about the wizard. I know basically everything there is to know about her. That's great. First of all, she's a wizard. Uh-huh. And she's invisible. Great. And she just moved in. Yep. And she's a wizard. I think you mentioned that. No, I didn't think I did. Right, okay. Sorry. It's fine. Anyway, tell me what you want to know. About the wizard. So how do you feel about the wizard coming to live here? Oh heck, how do I answer this? Well, I'm happy she's here. But that house has been empty for ages. And I didn't know she was coming, right? Nobody told me, you see? Aren't you the mayor? I think so, anyway. She kind of came at a weird time of night. And I, well, thought that she was a ghost. Oh, yeah, it was a bit messy. Oh? I tried to vacuum her up. With a vacuum. I put her on the highest setting. Just really went down with the town with the vacuum. I think I really freaked her out. Now she won't come out of her house. Huh. Please don't put them in jail. You're not going to jail. Jail isn't real. Well, you should probably apologize. Okay, sorry, detective. I mean to the wizard. Right, yeah. That's why I was helping with the parade. To apologize. But she hasn't been out of her house. Once the parade is ruined. I see. This makes me sound really bad. I swear, I wanted the parade to be lovely. As the mayor of the town, I booked a live band to play a song. But as you can see, the stage is gross and ruined now. The band is on their way and I have no time to fix it. They're a very famous band. I want to be as professional as possible. If only I had a rug or something to use that could cover up this mess. But this town is in disarray. I don't have time to track one down. Oh no. Thank you for your concern. If you happen to find anything that would work, please let me know. Will do. Do you have any more questions? Tell me what you want to know. Nothing else. Naughty. Motive. Try to vacuum up the wizard. Maybe there's some history there. Needs a rug. Notes. Thinks I can read minds. I can't. The mayor? Hired a cool band to play at the parade. Attack the wizard. Look at that. It's a little bug dude. Little bug dude. Happy smiley bug dude. Mary. La. Ooh, la la la. Hello? Hello, frog. Hello, what's your name? I'm Mary. Nice to meet you. You too. Did you like my song? Yep. I've been practicing all day and all night. Oh, are you okay? I'm tired. Huh? Maybe you should get some sleep. Maybe. You sing very loudly. Yep. I'm why everybody send proof to their houses. That sounds expensive. Yeah, but that's not really my problem. I think I sound very good, even late at night. How late? I love to sing at 3 a.m. Wow. That's when my energy is at the highest. That doesn't sound very healthy. My health is my business. Oh yes, that's true. Sorry. That's okay. Maybe I should listen to some soft sounds before bed. Whisper, whisper. Welcome to my hair salon. Snip, snip. That will be 100 money. I don't have any hair or any money. That's okay. You can pay me back later. Just joking. Anyway, who are you? I'm the detective. Ooh, cool. Can you question me? Do you mind if I... Oh, yeah, sure. Oh boy, I love questions. About the wizard. What do you know about the wizard that moved in? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually hear you. I was asking you about the wizard. Oh! Yeah, there's a wizard. She just moved in. Why? I'm a detective. Right! This is part of the questioning, right? Yeah. Cool, cool. So I didn't do any crimes or anything, and I have the right to remain silent. Yeah, but do you want to remain silent? Haha, literally never. So, like, I heard that Ralph was super weird about the new wizard coming in. Also, I heard that Mandy was in a bad mood the night the parade was destroyed. And I heard that Naughty, like, attacked the wizard one time. And that's all, actually. Does this me a snitch? I think so. Rats. Oh boy, I love questions. Last night. What were you doing when the parade was destroyed? Oh boy, yeah. Sucks that the parade was destroyed. Oh, we're doing questioning. What was I doing? Not much, just singing outside. You were outside when the parade was destroyed? Yeah. Did you see anything? Yeah. What did you see? Detective? Have you heard of extortion? Yes. That's great news! Is it? Detective, I would like to extort you. I don't think that's legal. I'm above the law. Oh? Why are you extorting me? I would like 5 money for train ticket. I don't have any money. Well, you best get some soon. What do you need a train ticket for? I want to go to Froggywood and become a star. Oh, that sounds exciting. I know, right? Sorry about the extortion thing, but I don't really have many other ways to get there. I figure if you get the money for me, I can finally go and live my dreams. La. What will you give me in exchange? Information. What kind of information? A phone number. Who am I calling? I can't tell you that. All I can say is that they were in the vicinity when the parade was destroyed. I don't think you'll be able to solve the case without this phone number, hence the extortion. Sorry. It's okay. We all get extorted every now and then. Are you sure? Yeah. Anyway, come back to me when you have my money. Oh boy, I love questions. Not right now. Mary. Motive. Perhaps the wizard is a better singer than her. Needs 5 money. Notes. Sings really loudly all the time. Everyone soundproof their houses. Wants to be a big star. Is extorting me. I have never been extorted before. What a thrill! Anyway. I'll talk to you. Carlos. A customer. Welcome to Carlos's All Things You Could Need shop. Are you Carlos? Yes. Just like the name of the shop. That's me. Haha, how cool is that? Shop has my name in it. So cool. My company also has my name in it. What's your company called? Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. What's your name? Crime? Oh no. I'm the Frog Detective. That's not really a name though. More of a title. Oh, I suppose you're right. My shop actually has my name in it. Cool. I'm jealous. Thanks. Here in Warlock Woods, we are all our own biggest fans. Being conceited is a societal construct. We have rejected it. Hence why my shop is so popular. I sell portraits among other things. Wow, that's great. My office neighbor Lobster Cop has a picture of himself right above his desk. You know Lobster Cop? Yep. Holy heck! I've been a fan forever! You know, he solved the mystery of the haunted island recently. Oh, I don't think... It was actually me that solved it. Wait, really? It was all over TV. The dance competition had a lobster in it. Oh, you must be thinking of Larry. You mean small Larry? No, this was regular-sized lobster. Ah, no. Larry's a regular-sized lobster. Not the Larry I know. Oh well. Agree to disagree. I really did solve that mystery. It was me, the detective. That's really cool. Thanks. So you're like the second best detective, I suppose. Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Okay. What would you like to know? The night in question. Where were you last night? Just here in my shop. What about when you closed up? Huh? My shop doesn't close. It's at 24 hours. What if someone needed a portrait of themselves at 4 a.m.? You're open all the time? Sure am. Of course, I sleep and eat and look after myself. The customers simply wake me up if they need to buy anything. Where do you sleep? I sleep standing up. Years of training. I'm the most committed shopkeeper in all of Warlock Woods. Also the only shopkeeper in all of Warlock Woods. Do you ever take breaks? Sometimes. But I really like it here in my shop. It's where I feel most at home. The extreme shopkeeper lifestyle isn't for everyone, but I take so much joy from my work. Me too. Although, I must request that you look after yourself and close the shop if you need a break. Okay, I promise. Anyway, did you see anything last night? Nothing particularly interesting. Why? The crime. Huh? I think I need to question you a bit more. Go for it. What would you like to know? The wizard. What do you know about the new wizard that just moved in? Who? The invisible wizard that moved in literally next door. Wait, really? Someone moved in? Yeah. That place has been empty for ages. I gotta say hi. Well, the parade was meant to be for saying hi. Parade? The parade that everyone has been prepping for? Wow, how nice. Can't wait. It was destroyed last night. What? This conversation is a roller coaster of information. I have literally no idea what's happening. You weren't involved in the decoration at all? Nope. Should I offer you to help now? Wait, who is in the parade for again? Is it for me? No, it's for the Invisible Wizard. She just moved in next door. Right, okay. Oh dear. The party hats. Pardon? Every time we throw a parade, everyone has a party hat to wear. Mine was ruined at the last parade. I've been too busy working in my shop to buy a new one. Oh no, how embarrassing. I can't show up to the parade without one. Do you think it's too late to order one online? It'll be alright. You're right. What should I do? Don't stress. I'll track one down for you before the parade starts. Oh my gosh, thank you, detective. In the meantime, I'll figure out a way to repay you. Unfortunately, I don't have any frog portraits just yet. Not a problem. What would you like to know? That's all. Carlos. Motive. Could be worried the wizard doesn't shop locally. Needs party hat. Notes. Busy boy. Works really hard. Didn't know anything had happened. Seems stressed about the parade. Doesn't have a hat. Wait, what? 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 Alright. Anyway. Oh. Oh. Oh, I saw someone behind there. What? Come on, let me go behind. I'm not sure why this pie is here, but it seems out of place. I'll hold on to that for now. I wasn't even... Alright. One lost pie. Alright. You're the detective, right? I'm Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Be careful where you step, detective. There's a mess everywhere. I'm used to mess. Lucky you. I'm not. My shoes are brand new. I can't get them dirty. Why don't you change shoes? Detective? Are you joking? I can't wear flats with this look. The proportions would be all wrong. Besides, these shoes are enchanted. Oh? I'm one of the few actual witches here in Warlock Woods. More folks here are just fans of the spooky. Which is fine and all, but it means a lot of the cleaning work will be mine to do. I should have never learned that tidying up spell. It shouldn't take too long for me to clean up this mess, but first I need to find all my pies. What happened to your pies? Same thing that happened everywhere. Someone thought it'd be funny to knock them all over. So annoying. It's been ages making them. I see. Well, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Tell me what you want to know. About your pies. Do you need help finding your pies? Yes. Detective, seriously. I seriously need help. Straight up, I can't see anything right now. These glasses are so dark, it's unreal. I'm such a dingus. This town is literally cloaked in eternal night. Why did I think sunglasses would be a good idea? They weren't a good idea. However, I don't regret it. They make me look amazing. Do you think I look amazing? Yep. Thanks, I do too. Worst purchase I've made in terms of practicality, but it brings this new look to it. Maybe take them up. No, she's saying that it throws the whole look together. Obviously, she can't. I may be a dingus, but I'm a very stylish dingus. What are we talking about? My outfit. No, before that. Pies! Right. You offered to help pick up my pies. I'm missing quite a few. If you bring them to me, I'll be happy to clean them all up and give you one as payment. Okay, sounds like fun. Neat. Thanks, detective. Tell me what you want to know. I'm gonna give a single pie. Mandy, detective, I have found one of your pies. Wonderful. Now there's only 4 left to fall. Oh god, that's a lot of pie. I'll hop onto it. Mandy needs help finding her 5 pies.
Notes, someone knocked her pies over, what a bummer. Schooled me about fashion, fair enough. Real witch, spooky. I gotta ask you the other question. Those are some strange pies, I agree. Tell me what you want to know. Tell me about last night. Where were you last night? Doing heaps of push-ups and getting ripped. Just kidding. I was on whizbay.net, where magic happens, TM. What were you doing? Bidding on some new shoes. I mean, you just got these. Yeah, but the ones I was bidding on would go super well with this blue dress I have. Oh, cool. I know. I didn't win, though. Who got the shoes? Not sure. All I know is their screen name. Someone called Dizzy Wizzy 109. Sorry to hear it. How did you feel when you lost? A bit defeated. I went for a midnight stroll to cool off. But then, I saw someone in the distance. It was a pretty foggy night, so I couldn't see much, but they were carrying a large box. I couldn't see what they looked like, but they definitely weren't from here. It felt like they were waiting for someone. I didn't think too much of it. I went home. Did you hear any noise after that? No, my house is soundproof. Ever since Mary has taken up singing, it's kind of a necessity around here. I only saw the mess this morning. Interesting. Tell me what you want to know. Alright, nothing right now. Motive. Upset about not wanting the shoes perhaps? Took it out on the parade? Last night was on Whizbay, bidding for shoes. Oh, there's another pie. Pie, 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 pie. It's a lost pie. So there's 3 more pies we need to find. I think it's just like the pies are dirty, you know? Oh, hello. Haven't talked to you yet. Victor. Hi. Hello. Wanna hop in? A little bit. But I'm on a case. Oh, cool. I'm Victor. Who are you? The detective. Is that your real name? Maybe. Cool, cool. Are you here to question me and stuff? Cause, like, I'm not suspicious. How would you know you're not suspicious? Well, I think I don't do it. You think? Yeah, nobody knows anything for certain these days. So why are you here swimming? I'm visiting my friend, Naughty. Oh, she's the only person I know with a hot tub. Plus, I heard there was going to be delicious pies for the parade, so the timing was perfect. Where do you live normally? Over near Pumpkinville. Nice spot. I was thinking of taking a holiday there at some point. Ooh. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So anyway, can I ask you some questions about the case? Yeah, whatever. Questions. About the wizard. Did you know much about the invisible wizard before you came here? Eh, not really. I knew the parade was for her, but beyond that, I don't know a lot. Annoying that they never threw a parade for me coming to visit. I'm super cool. Have you been here before? So many times. The first time, they even blew me a parade. They threw me a parade. Okay. I take the parade thing back. Just pretend I didn't say that. Sure. Detective, I'm really bored of this conversation. I'm sorry if that's rude, but I have a new policy of being honest with people. Were you dishonest before? Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't tell people when they were boring me. I don't think that counts as dishonesty. So what am I supposed to do when people are boring? I'm not sure. I probably don't tell them. It would hurt their feelings. I didn't hurt your feelings though, did I? Well, I have to admit I was a bit hurt. I have a very exciting job, and I'm a frog, and I solve mysteries. I don't think I'm boring at all. Sure, but I've seen heaps of frogs before. Plus I've solved my fair share of crimes. Which crimes? This one. You solved this crime already? Yeah. Ralph did it. How do you know? Good point. I haven't decided that bit yet, but it seems likely that he did it. We need to chill. We have pies. What was his motive? His what? Motive. The reason for destroying the parade. Oh, I think because he has an eye patch on. I don't think that's a real motive. That doesn't make any sense. Now who's the rude one? This conversation isn't going anywhere. Neither are you, apparently. Not until I solve this mystery. I'm sorry for being rude, detective. I mean it. I just got so grumpy when I'm hungry. Why don't you eat something? And get out of this hot tub? No, I must continue to soak. You could ask someone to get you something to eat. Like who? There's nobody here. I'm here. Right. There I go, being rude again. If you happen to find food, I would love to have some. In the meantime, I would like to apologize for being so rude. Please take 1 money as an apology. Questions? No, I gotta give the pie at the very end when we get that last pie as a reward. Nothing right now. We got 1 money. Victor. Motive. Hadn't eaten, could have been jealous of the parade. Need something to eat. Notes. Such a rude individual. Perhaps only rude because of hunger. And maybe just rude in general. Doesn't deserve to live here, only visiting. I want to visit Pumpkinville. Okay, there's nothing else around the hot tub. Tell me what you want to know. Give item pies. I found one of your pies. Wonderful. Now there's only 3 left to find. I'll hop on it. Yeah. 3 more pies. Can I enter the house? No. You wanted 5 money. Yeah, 5 money. We only have 1 money. I don't have enough for that. Oh, another pie! Hell yeah! Got another lost pie. Let's go. Let me see if I can find any of the other pie. Oh well. Tell me what you want to know. Yeah, take the pie. Take the pie. Only 2 left. 2 more pie. Two more pie. Oh? Hello? Is anyone home? It sounds like somebody's inside, but I shouldn't intrude on them. I'll come back another time. It's the invisible wizard! I see you! Come on, where are the last 2 pies? Oh, there's 1. It's a lost pie. Okay, we need 1 more pie. Oh, and there's the last one. Last pie. We got all the pies! Two lost pie. Alright, take the pies. I found all of them? I think so. Yep, that looks like all of them. Wow. You must have searched far and wide. I searched the general vicinity, yes. Wowie. Thanks, detective. As promised, here's 1 money. I don't think you ever promised payment, but thank you anyway. You're welcome. Oh, and I'll give you a pie too. They're delicious. I'm not very hungry. You can hold on to it if you like. Nonsense. Take one and eat it later when you're hungry. Okay, for sure. I did it. Thank you for finding my pies. We got an extra pie, which we can now give to the other dude. Now we also have 2 money. We got 2 money and 1 fresh pie. All done for that one. Amazing baker. Okay, so now we can give this other dude the pie. Gift item, pie. Are you still hungry? Yes, very. It's making me really rude. For example, I think your jumper is outdated. Victor, I'm the most fashionable frog in the world. But I like this jumper. It's my favorite. You're right, it's retro, not outdated. I'm simply very hungry. I have a pie for you from Mandy. Seriously? Score! Yep, please enjoy it. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And I feel much less rude now. Really? Yep. You have beautiful eyes. Oh wow, thank you. It's true, and I think that color jumper suits you perfectly. You're making me blush. Boo, throw it in Victor's face. I should give you something in return for this pie. I have a spare party hat that I'm not using. Maybe you could wear it. Alas, my hat is simply too weird a shape. Well, hold on to it anyway. It might come in handy. Thanks. Hey, so now we can give it to the store owner. Now we can give the party hat to the store owner, who was at... There you are. Oh, would you like to know? Give item party hat. Carlos, I have something for you. No way. It's a party hat. No way! Yes way! That's epic! That's honestly the most epic thing I've heard all day. Thanks, detective. Not a problem. Incorrect. It was a problem, and you solved it. Just like a true detective. Aw, thanks. You've made a fan out of me. Here, let me pay you for your work. Oh no, that's okay. Detective, I insist you take payment. 1 money should do it. We got a whole 1 money. We're building up to 5 monies. Thanks. Oh, I also found this rug out back. Not sure what use it is, but I figure you're good at solving these types of puzzles. We got a rug. And now we can give it to the person on the stage for the band or whatever that's coming. See, it's all coming together. I'll find use for it, thanks. Best of luck solving the mystery, detective. We got 3 money and a rug. Oh no, I don't have a hat either. I could probably borrow one, it's fine. Am I even invited to the party? Tell me what you want to know. Give item, rug. Great news! What is it? I have found you a rug. What? Holy guacamole! This is great news! Thank you for tracking it down. This should do the trick. Wow, looks just like new. Hopefully the band won't notice the mess. I don't think they will. They're a fish tank anyway. Why? One guess. They're fish? Bingo! Wait, do you mean to tell me you got the most famous band of all time? The Market Buddies? Yep. They're on their way. Wow, I saw them live once and I was blown away. I can't wait. I'm excited too. Can't wait for the parade to begin. At this rate, it will take him 1 year to get 1,000 money. Now you see, we only need 5 money. We don't need a ton of money. We only need 5. I better get back to work so I can solve the mystery before the parade starts. Before you go, I should give you something in return. Oh? I have some building supplies left over from when I made the stage. Is that enough? Sure, thank you. We got building stuff, so we could probably give it to that other dude who wanted, like a hook or something. Plus 1 money! Oh, no, that's okay. It was simply a favor. Don't be silly. You worked hard to get me this rug. I insist. Wow, thanks. We got 1 money. Another money. I think that brings us to 4 money now. Yeah, that brings us to 4 money. Then the building stuff goes to the other person. Long snoot. Alright, then this goes to... Yeah, it goes to you, I think. Question me all you like. Oh, nope, not you. I think it was Eye Patch, dude. Yeah? Yeah, I patched dude, I think. Questioning me, huh? Yep, it's building supplies time. Yeah. Hi, Ralph. Hello, small frog. I managed to track down some building supplies. Oh, great. What exciting news. I'd love to use them if you're okay to hand them over. Of course. Excellent. Thank you so much. Of course, I must pay you for this. Oh, there's no need, really. Shh. I won't hear it. Please take a money. Thank you. Also, I think you've earned yourself the title of Honorary Pirate. Wow! Really? Me? A pirate? Yes. You have the treasure collecting skills of the finest pirates. For this, I must award you a special prize. Well, I don't know why, but Clip Studio opened up. Let me close out of that real quick. Here, take this hook. Oh, look at that. Now we got the hook for the other person. Woo! Wow. What do I do with this? You can use it on your hand if you want. Or you can use it for something else. If you're... I'm not your dad. Not yet. What? Sorry, I don't really know why I said that. All good. Enjoy the hook. We got 5 money! And a hook! And now we can give you the hook. Question me all you like. Give item hook. I'm back. You're back. Yep. I found you a hook. Oh my stars, thank you. I can fix my sign that way. That's okay. I would like to repay you for this hook. No, that's okay. I got it for free. Nothing is free in this world. Just kidding. Our society is really progressive, and of 10 things are actually free. As a sign of my gratitude, please feel free to use my house whenever you need. It's fairly simple, but beautifully decorated at least. I have a phone too. Great, I'll be sure to use it at some point. Thanks, Susan. Okay, before we go into there, let's give you the 5 money. Oh boy, I love questions. 5 money. Hi, Mary. Hi, Detective. How's the extortion going? I think I've got your 5 money. Whoa, for real? I didn't think extortion would work so quickly. That's excellent news. I'm really good at being extorted. I'll say. Anyway, do you have the information for me? Totally. Last night, I saw the postman drop off a parcel. It was around the time the parade got destroyed. I couldn't see who he was giving it to, but it was someone here in town. Barney is the postman's name. He's a chill dude. I don't think he'd mind if you called him up. I have his number. May I have it? Absolutely. You got a phone number. Thanks for giving me this money. I'm really excited to visit Froggywood. I'm excited for you. Obviously, I have to wait until the parade is over. Of course. See you around, Detective. Oh, it's such a roundabout way of doing everything, but it just works. It just works. Other than the phone. Oh, no, it's just the phone. Who should I call? Mysterious number. Hi, it's Barney. I have you on speaker. Hi, Barney. Hi. Who am I talking to? Lobster Cop. Wow, really? No, I was tricking you. Rats. Who is this? Noodle? I'm the detective. I'm calling about an incident that happened last night at Warlock Woods. I didn't do it. Do what? Whatever you're calling about. Wasn't me. Are you sure? What did I do? Last night someone destroyed a parade which was being set up for the new resident of the town, the Invisible Wizard. Barney's face kills me now, just staring mindlessly into the road. I was told you were in the area when it happened. He just... Look at this dude. Not a care in the world. Not a thought behind those eyes. Oh yeah, I was there. Didn't destroy anything, if that's what you're asking. I was just delivering a parcel. Who were you delivering it to? What was her name? Oh, Lola. Huh? I don't think there's anyone in the town called Lola. It must have been someone who lives there. The address was on the parcel. Though I can't remember exactly which house it was. Sorry. Do you remember where the parcel was sent from? Oh yeah, I deliver a lot of parcels from them. It was from the whizbay.net headquarters. That sounds really familiar. Never heard that name before. I don't know. I know Mandy buys a lot of stuff from there, but this wasn't for her. Do you know what was in the package? Some sort of shoe, I think. Maybe 2? A pair of shoes? Did you get a good look at them? It's pretty dark. I have no recollection of really seeing anyone, not even a face. Huh, weird. Prologue Woods is pretty dark, but I haven't had much trouble seeing anyone before. Me neither. It wasn't much more dark than normal, either. All I remember is a blue dress, with stars on it. Pretty stumped on this case, Barney. Do you know if there were any clues left behind? A signature on the delivery slip or something? What did I miss? I have been gone a while. Alright. We got everyone their items. We gave the 5 money to the singer person who wanted to go to Froggywood, and now we're on the phone with the mysterious phone number. But I remember something dropping over at the entrance to the woods. Tried to call out and tell them, but they stumbled off before I noticed. At the entrance to the woods, you say? I'll check it out. Entrance of the woods. Barney. Motive. Accidentally crashed his van into the decoration driveway without realizing. Notes. Cool guy. Didn't see who he was delivering to. Lola. Responsible driver. Had me on speaker. There's a search near Warlock Woods entrance. Yes. And then after we fixed her sign, she let us use her house, in which we called. Alright, wanted me to check the entrance. Oh! Glasses! This must be the thing Barney was talking about. They're glasses. Got some glasses. Oh, they have a name engraved on the arm. The Invisible Wizard. Well, this is my only clue left. I think I should try and return these to the wizard. She should be in the old house near Carlos' shop. But yeah, we got this dude his party hat. We got this dude a pie after delivering all of the pies to this one. We got this dude his construction supplies. We got this one her rug. Like, it was just all of the things were working. Now we're gonna try and talk to the Invisible Wizard, and I don't like how this dude is just perpetually staring at me. Hello, is anyone home? I found these glasses. Transition? Whoa. Look at that little dude. It's a little bug. A little happy bug friend. I think we found him. They vanished. Oh, look at that. It's a broom. Oh? I like that are just some eyes. They're a fan. Ah, who's there? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm the detective. Oh, thank goodness. You're here to solve the mystery. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know where my glasses are. So solve that as soon as possible, please. Thanks in advance. I found your glasses, I think. Are these yours? Ah, I can see again. That was so quick. You should get a promotion. I don't remember calling a detective to solve this mystery, but I must have done. Otherwise, why would you be here, right? Haha. Haha. Yeah. Well, no. I'm actually here to solve a different mystery. Which one? I don't mean to ruin the surprise, but the town was setting up a parade for you. I'm sorry to tell you that last night someone destroyed it. I've been trying to figure out why. However, I've noticed that your house is littered with the decorations. Where were you last night? I was on Whizbay. I got some new shoes. I picked express delivery. They arrived last night. Oh, you're Lola? Yes. Back to my alibi. I went to pick up my shoes from the delivery guy. And then I dropped my glasses. Oh? And that's all I have to say about that. Are you sure? Yeah, I think someone else must have destroyed the parade. Perhaps one of my enemies. You have enemies? Yeah. Who? The guy. Evil guy. Sorry, what? Enemy. Evil guy. My enemy. Evil guy? Yeah. Are you making this up? No, evil dude is really my enemy. Don't you mean evil guy? Evil guy. Your enemy. Yes. We're gonna contact evil guy. Oh, he's not able to be contacted. He's very mysterious and is not available right now. Or ever, even. Anyway, he must have destroyed the parade. Case solved. We did it. Well done. Wow. Too bad he's not able to be apprehended. But at least we can continue with our lives. Lola, are you being dishonest? Yes. I'm really sorry. It was me. It was an accident, I swear. You destroyed the parade, didn't you? I didn't know the parade was for me. That's so nice. And I ruined it. When I dropped my glasses, I couldn't find my way home. I was bumping into everything. What happened when you got home? I had some chips stuck to me, so I ate those. And then I just hid. Why didn't you tell anyone what happened? I'm so embarrassed by it. I only just moved in, and already I've made a big mistake. I'm a very shy lady, detective. I made myself invisible so no one can see me. That must have been why nobody saw you last night. Yep, I suppose. Can you become not invisible, uninvisible? If you insist. Ta-da! You're a frog, like me! Yes. I'm slightly disappointed. What? Well, it's just that I had a good joke prepared. I will do it anyway. Okay, so imagine that instead of a frog, you were revealed to be a lizard. Oh no. Okay, so you've just been revealed, okay? Pretend. Okay? It's me, a lizard. Wow, you're not an invisible wizard after all. You're an invisible lizard! Ah! Yeah, it was a good joke. I thought so. Detective, are you gonna tell everyone? I'm brand new, and it was a mistake. I'm worried that if you tell everyone what I did, they will be upset. I think they'd forgive you right away. But what if they don't? Oh god. Ooh. Excuse me. I want to make a good first impression. When we go outside, can you please tell them that it was evil guy? But that's a fib. A white lie, perhaps. But who is it harming, really? Evil guy! Evil guy isn't real. This is a mortal dilemma, Lola. Just like in my favorite episode of Harriet. It's your choice, detective. Let's face the music. Motive. Lost her glasses, totally did the crime, no real motive, just the culprit. Needs glasses, done. Notes. Shy lady. A frog. Just moved in, made a big mistake, lied about having a nemesis called Evil Guy, wants me to tell the town it was Evil Guy. Man. What a ride. Hello. Hi. My name is Lola. Hi, Lola. I am a frog. Just like me. We're so glad you can make it, Lola. I'm sorry that there's been so much commotion trying to get the parade ready for you. Somebody destroyed it last night. Mary, don't tell her that. We're sorry that somebody destroyed it, Lola. The detective has been trying to figure out who did it. Well, detective, have you solved the mystery? I hope it wasn't me. I'd be surprised if it was any of us. I wouldn't, looking at you, Ralph. What? Ralph didn't do it, Victor. How many times do we have to tell you? I just don't trust that guy. Rude? I'm not rude anymore, Ralph. I had food. I don't think that's how it works. I didn't do it. Well, I guess we'll find out in a moment. Go ahead, detective. I'm gonna tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth. Lola did it. Well, I solved the mystery. Who was it? It was... Lola. What? It was an accident. Lola dropped her glasses last night while picking up some shoes she bought on WizBay. Oh my gosh, those are the ones I really wanted. They look amazing. Lola can't see without her glasses, so she had a lot of trouble getting home last night. She bumped into just about everything. I'm so sorry, I feel awful. I realized what had happened when I had lots of chips stuck to me. I ate them. They were delicious. The parade was for me all along, and I didn't realize. Lola was very scared of your reactions, so she hid in her house out of shame. Oh, Lola, it's okay. You should have told us. We completely understand. Yeah, Mary destroyed stuff all the time. Yeah, I really do. Plus, nobody tried to vacuum you up, so I feel like the parade being destroyed is kind of fine. I thought she was a ghost. That's what they all say. We're all really excited you're here, Lola. We don't need decorations anyway. I really thought Ralph did it. Victor, apologize to Ralph. Ralph, I'm sorry I accused you. It's okay. I'm also sorry. I really didn't mean to destroy the parade, but I should have spoken up when I did. I'm a very nervous lady. Plus, what a terrible first impression. Not as bad as my first impression. What did you do? I ran over Marcy by accident. Haha, yeah. That was really painful. Haha. Should we get this party started? What do you think, Lola? Yes, please. And that is a case closed. Yeah! We did it! Dance party! Woo! We did it! That's it! We did it! We did it! Woo! We did it! Man, what a great game. I absolutely love Frog Detective. I'm actually kind of excited for the third one to come out. There's no more. There's supposed to be the third game coming out at some point, but there's not really like a post game or anything as far as I'm aware based on the first one. Thanks for playing. Is what they telling me. And that should be the end of it. Oh, we got a loading screen. A bit later. Oh heck, I thought it was gonna be done. Look at that. We got our little party train on the thingy. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. Frog Detective speaking. How may I solve your mystery? Detective! Supervisor! It's me, the supervisor. I'm aware. Great job on solving the Invisible Wizard mystery. That was quite a head-scratcher. Sure was. I was shocked that the culprit was the wizard herself. Yeah, the mysteries I solve are never what they seem. It's always a misunderstanding or an accident. Nobody's ever malicious on purpose in my mysteries. I'm so glad the crime isn't real. Didn't you get extorted earlier? Yes. I think that was a crime. I suppose that crime is real after all. Your office is called Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. Yes. Detective, why do you believe that crime isn't real? I was simply exaggerating. Plus, despite my job title, I never really seemed to be solving crimes. That's going to change in a moment, I think, Detective. Oh, super duper. I just got a call about a doozy of a case, Detective. That sounds exciting. It is, but it's also the most challenging case I've ever sent you on. I'm confident in your abilities, but you might need backup on this one. Oh, like who? I'm going to send Lobster Cop to help you with the case. Really? Lobster Cop handles such advanced cases. Why not just slow him down? Nonsense, Detective. You've shown you're a very capable mystery solver. I think you're in the running to be the new #1. You're making me blush. You'll be A-okay. So where am I headed next? Can't say over the phone. It's too sensitive. Wow. Head to the train station. I've left a ticket for you there. The train will take you to where you need to be. Good luck, Detective. Do you think you can handle it? I can handle anything. After the detective has left. What's happening? Oh no, he left his notebook behind. No. What? Someone's stealing the notebook. No. Interesting. Later at the station. Oh, thank you for the lurk. Oh, there he is. There's the frog detective. Little worms driving the train like that. The detective will return in Cowboy Country. Corruption at Cowboy Country. That'll be from Frog Detective 3. Ayo! I think that's it. Oh, another loading screen. Is it going to bring me back to the title? Yep, there it is. When does the next game come out? That's the real question. Frog Detective 3. Sometime this year. I don't know when it's coming out, but it'll come out at some point. Oh, and it's going to be the finale. All right. I'm okay with that. I hope this will become a bigger series with bigger games. Apparently the about on Frog Detective 3 is like the final thing for that. Like, there's not going to be any more after it if it's the series finale. But yeah, with that, those have been our games for the day. We did Frog Detective 2, and then we also did Tiny Bunny Prologue. I've had an awesome time with all of you guys tonight. I will see you all tomorrow, or at least some of you guys tomorrow, with a different game. And I'm blanking on what was I gonna do tomorrow. What was the game? I gotta pull up the schedule real quick. What was the thing? Tomorrow we're actually gonna be playing Okami HD. That one I've actually been meaning to play for a while, and I'm finally gonna be able to do it. You had fun watching. Honestly, thank you so much for tuning in. All of you guys are awesome, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.